Rebecca Allen, too strong on a three. And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark in the aftermath.
Everyone in the arena had to know this foul was coming. As soon as you saw Angel Reese wide open, you knew that Caitlin Clark was going to come in and take that foul.
The on-court ruling of a personal foul on Caitlin Clark has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 1. In addition, there is a double technical on Boston and Reese.
Did Caitlin Clark's triple-double really silence Angel Reese and the critics? From a heated third-quarter clash to a dominant 12-2 run, this game was pure chaos, and we've got every moment that left fans buzzing. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. What happens when a rivalry goes from trash talk to pure physicality? Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese had history long before this game, but by the third quarter, it exploded. Let's break it down, because this might be the most talked about moment in the WNBA so far. The tension had been there for a while. Clark and Reese have been on opposite ends of one of basketball's most exciting rivalries since their college days.
Caitlin Clark's hard foul on Angel Reese. Essentially, Angel Reese gets the ball, Caitlin Clark goes over, does a hard foul, commits a hard foul on Angel Reese. She falls to the ground. Aaliyah Boston steps in and kind of stops Angel Reese. Courtney Vandersloot also steps in. Now with this play, they did call a flagrant 1 on Caitlin Clark. They said that it was unnecessary.
The first half of this game only added to the fireworks. Both players were trash talking, trading buckets, and drawing reactions from the crowd like it was personal. Then came the third quarter, when things got downright chaotic. With just over 4 minutes left, Angel Reese grabbed an offensive rebound, went up strong for the putback, and was met with a hard swipe from Clark. The contact sent Reese to the floor as the ball popped out of her hands. At first, it looked like a normal, aggressive basketball foul, but the refs quickly decided it needed a second look. After reviewing the play, they upgraded the call to a flagrant 1 on Caitlin Clark. The reaction? Chaos. Fans in the arena were on their feet, Reese was heated, and even some of the players were arguing with the officials. This wasn't just about the foul, it was about pride, momentum, and control of the game. Reese got up quickly, fired off a few comments in Clark's direction, and Aaliyah Boston stepped in to back up her teammate. The refs weren't having it though, handing out technical fouls to both Reese and Boston to settle things down. Clark, she walked away, staying quiet while Reese kept letting her thoughts be known on the floor. Now, Caitlin later claimed it wasn't that deep, calling the foul a good take foul and explaining, "I wasn't trying to do anything malicious. That's not the type of player I am." Reese, she brushed it off, saying it was just a basketball play. But judging by how both players reacted, the emotions told a different story. This was personal, at least on some level.
Indiana Fever beat the Sky by nearly 40 points. They won 93-58. This is going to be something that goes viral. A bunch of people are going to talk about it. People are going to make it into something bigger than it needs to be. They're going to make this rivalry come back. Right before that play, Angel Reese had some contact with Natasha Howard. Caitlin Clark saw that contact. She turns to the refs and she's like gesturing to them. And this is all happening very, very quick, you guys.
From there, the Indiana Fever flipped the switch. They went on a 12-2 run immediately after the foul, shutting down the Sky completely. Chicago shot just 29.1% for the game and a miserable 22.2% from 3. It wasn't just a momentum shift, it was a total collapse. This moment wasn't just a foul, it set the tone and the Fever used it to bury their opponents. And of course, Clark wasn't finished. She had way more to prove. And the rivalry? It definitely isn't over yet. Caitlin Clark came into her WNBA debut with plenty of doubters. After taking 7 months away from competitive basketball, people questioned if she could handle the physicality, cut down her turnovers, and lead the Fever in a league full of elite talent. Not to mention, facing Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky added a whole other layer of pressure. So how did she respond? With a triple-double that made history. Clark dropped 20 points, snagged 10 rebounds, and dished out 10 assists. No WNBA player has ever done that in a season opener. This wasn't just stuffing the stat sheet. Her performance showed why she's been one of the most hyped players in years. Her court vision stood out as she consistently hit teammates in rhythm, making their offense impossible to guard. She ran the floor like a seasoned veteran, finding the open player on fast breaks and keeping the Fever in attack mode. On top of that, she crashed the glass and helped set the tone physically, silencing that WNBA's too physical for her narrative that had been floating around.
Now, basketball 101, if somebody has a wide open layup and you have a foul to give, it is in your best interest to foul that shooter so that they don't get an easy 2 points. She's gesturing to them because she believed that Angel Reese fouled Natasha Howard. Now, from that, Angel Reese gets the ball. Caitlin Clark realizes she is about to go up for what seems like a wide open layup, and what Caitlin said during an interview with Holly Rowe, she essentially said it was either Angel gets a wide open layup or we send her to the free throw line. It was a basketball play. There was nothing malicious behind it. I just knew I had to foul her hard.
And the reaction? Everyone was watching. Even LeBron James couldn't help but jump in, posting on social media, "Triple dub CC. Great way to kick off the season." He compared her journey to his own, calling out the challenges of thriving with all eyes on you as a young star. That shout out alone might have been one of the biggest moments of the night, showing that Clark has caught the attention of one of basketball's biggest icons. But Clark's performance wasn't just about her. It powered the Fever to a commanding win and lifted the whole team. Dana Bonner also made history in this game, becoming third on the WNBA's all-time scoring list. The Fever celebrated as a unit, emphasizing their focus on team success. Clark echoed this in her post-game remarks, saying, "I thought we were disruptive. We came with a level of physicality." She pointed out the team's defensive effort, their ability to fight through lapses, and how they locked down the Sky quarter by quarter.
She deserves it. She's one of the best players that's ever played the game, touched the ball. So, I mean, not only a great person, great basketball player, really great leader for our team. So I feel lucky enough to learn from her every single day.
To start your season 2025 with a triple-double, what message does that tell you about where you belong in this league?
But yeah, we were hunting her. They were making it hard on us, but we were trying to get switches and everything, but we finally got it. And at the free throw line was pretty crazy, and let the fans cheer for her was awesome.
This approach was a sharp contrast to the headlines focusing on the rivalry with Angel Reese. While Reese's reaction to the game clearly drew attention, Clark stayed locked in, delivering for her teammates and focusing on winning basketball. If this debut was anything to go by, Clark isn't just meeting expectations, she's setting a new standard. The Clark era for the Fever might just be getting started. Caitlin Clark didn't just make her WNBA debut, she set the tone for the season. With a triple-double in her first game and LeBron James praising her performance, she sent the message. She's ready for the spotlight. But it wasn't just about stats. This game shifted the narrative for the Fever, spotlighting their potential to dominate this year. So what comes next? Can Clark and the Fever keep this momentum? And is this only the beginning of an even bigger showdown between Clark and Angel Reese? One thing's for sure, this isn't just basketball, it's shaping up to be a must-watch season.